Ready? Julia, here's our results when we, like for example, someone rolled the die 15 times, and if they got 1 or 2, they counted it correct. So then they added up all the right responses out of their 15 rolls. Let's say they got 4. So then I put a mark at 4. So then I asked them to do it again and again, and they kept repeating it and giving me more and more data. So each set of 15 is represented by 1x. So for example, this one got 7 right on their roll of 15. When I say right, that meant they got a 1 or a 2. Do you see how this is a simulation of that with the water? If there's no difference between tap water and bottled water. Does that make sense? That we have a 1/3 chance of guessing that, we have a 1/3 chance of ruling this. So now my final conclusion is going back to that question, is it possible that we had pure luck to get 10 out of 15? This graph should be able to tell us why. This graph should be able to explain yes or no to that. So why, Allie, do you say no? Right, so if we had done more and more and more, maybe there could have been some X's out in here, but you see that they're centering around here, especially 4, which is interesting. If we went into like the thousands and the millions, we would actually be scoring here. But this is a pretty good start with just a few data points. So notice none of them were 10 or greater, like ours came out to be. So we can conclude that this is a significant statistic because of that. And this is general, this is just sort of an introductory activity to see the kind of things we're going to be looking at. So in your notes, say the simulation with dice showed we'll say very low chance. It actually showed no chance. Very low chance of obtaining 10 out of 15 correct by guessing. Therefore, I conclude can you see where I'm going with this? What is the actual conclusion then? Can people taste the difference or not, Caleb?
Yeah, the conclusion would be that most people can.
So therefore, these 3 dots in a triangle is a mathematical symbol for therefore conclude that taste between tap and bottled water is distinguishable there's no way we could have just guessed that many correct. So it actually worked. I was afraid it wouldn't. You never know when you do a test like that. So if you would, you don't need the graph, but the results.
Can we average the graph?
Pardon?
Can we average the graph? I want to see.
Average it? No, not now.
Average it. It was 4.88.
4.88.
Oh, really? Cool. So it looks like it's near the expected value of a 5. It works. Statistics works. All right. I think that pretty much concludes day 1. So we finished day 1, and now we're going to look at day 2. So can you shine a light on this for her? Day 2, and she'll know what we're talking about.